I've been challenged to beat Celeste using exclusively motion controls. This means I need to find a motion-based alternative for every single action in the game. How far will I get? Join me through the suffering and epic wins of beating Celeste with the Wii Remote.
Are you serious? I just hit exit.
At this point, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Was I really going to be able to beat any part of the game without pressing a single button? I had a hard time believing it.
Thank you, Bird. That's so helpful. It's almost like this game wasn't designed to be played with a Wii Remote.
As the bridge collapsed beneath my feet, I took it as a sign of things to come. Of tactile controls being ripped from my grasp.
Okay, the bird has the knowledge. Beautiful. How do I do that with tilt controls? Wait, it actually doesn't work. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. We're okay, guys. I can do this. Oh, yeah. I can actually select it. It's a miracle.
In spite of how things just went, I was actually hopeful that things would be okay from here on.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do, guys. Don't worry.
Oh, how naive I was.
No. Come on. There we go. That's how you climb around. Take the safe way around. I was about to say, I was surprised I made that first dash. Games with my mind. Not going for that strawberry.
At this point, I felt like 3 kids stacked on top of each other in a coat. But all 3 of those kids hated each other.
Yeah, okay.
That being said, I still had the draw of every Celeste player to collect as many strawberries as I reasonably could.
Alright. Come on.
I decided to treasure this moment. I wouldn't be able to collect many more strawberries from here on out.
No way. And that's what I get. That was the wrong way.
Now, while these tilt controls are incredibly jank, that doesn't mean there's not a way to get used to them.
Damn. Okay, so I gotta dash up. And dash right. Oh, I'm screwed. No. Okay, stop grabbing onto stuff, please.
Due to the limited number of buttons that I had, which was 0, I opted to tell Madeline to always grab onto walls whenever possible. Unfortunately, this sometimes makes things a bit tricky.
Alright, what are we looking at here? Nope. Nope. No. I don't even know what that was. Yes. Excuse me. Yeah, that's an awesome idea. Why don't you just jump down into the pit of death?
The tricky part about tilt controls is that you need to figure out what the game thinks that you're doing, not what you're actually doing. In my case, in order to do a dash, that involved a down flick, but a down flick also changes the direction that you're tilting, meaning that sometimes you can end up dashing in the complete opposite direction that you want.
I promise you I'm actually good at this game. Although I wouldn't blame you if you don't believe me. Not one bit. Yeah, that's how I feel after what happened as well. Yes. I'm not sure if that strawberry is what's going for. Well, the game says no, okay. Don't lie. Stay, there we go, there we go. No, okay.
As you can tell, tilt controls are a terrible way to tell the game precisely what you want to do. This level here felt like walking a tightrope, except that if you mess up, you get impaled by a spike.
Okay, I will now jump across this gap. Haha, just kidding.
While playing with tilt controls, I've learned to always expect the unexpected.
That somehow worked. Never mind, it did not work at all. Okay, please don't jump off. Yes, thank you. I need it.
And just like that, the first chapter was done. But things were only about to get crazier from here on out.
I know.
The more I played this game, the more it felt like I was getting better and worse at the same time, somehow.
Oh, I didn't even know that was there. Get out of here, please.
Up until now, I had all the time in the world to clear these levels. But now that something was on my tail, I wasn't sure how well I'd do. It was clear to me that Madeline loved running into walls, but that wasn't going to stop me. After that incredible outmaneuver, I knew I had this in the bag. It's not uncommon to pull off an awesome move just for the game to punch you in the face. Or rather, the controller, which makes you want to punch the controller. I started having second thoughts on whether a down flick was the best way to trigger a dash. But at this point it was too late to change things. You can always be sure that trusty dusty auto grab will do its job. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of trouble with this level on my first playthrough of this game, and tilt controls plus auto grab are not making it easy. I was hoping to get this stage over with quickly, but instead the game decided it wanted to crash on me. Now I had to replay this entire chapter from the beginning. I am not looking forward to this. Fortunately, as top player in the Celeste tilt controls category, getting back was no problem for me. Though I do wish the same could have been said about clearing this stage. As I played this level over and over again, I discovered more tricks and shortcuts to make it easier for me. I was sure eventually that I'd reach the end. And lo and behold, I did it. Now I was ready to put all of my troubles behind me and start a new chapter. I quickly discovered I had a new challenge in front of myself: timing. And when it comes to quick reaction speeds, I don't think anyone in their right mind would pick a Wii Remote. Funnily enough, one of the things that tilt controls makes harder is actually doing nothing at all. Trying to cancel your momentum to land on platforms like these to make it feel like the ground is made out of ice. Am I ever glad this game puts checkpoints in places you probably shouldn't die? When it came to this screen, I started to worry. You have to slide down this wall on the left here faster than this enemy. The thing is though, the game usually doesn't expect you to be grabbing during this period of time, so you can slide down the wall faster. But, of course, that wasn't an option for me. After an immense amount of trial and error, I learned that you could dash towards the bottom to avoid the monster just barely. The game wasn't done teaching me how to use my Wii Remote though, oh no it wasn't. I learned that the Wii Remote is a lot more sensitive to up and down movements than left and right movements. This means that the game tends to perceive your horizontal dashes as diagonal dashes. Next up was this section, which was also not designed for a Wii Remote. Now normally you would beat this section by wall jumping between these two walls, which involves pressing the jump button. However, I don't have a jump button, I have a jump shake control, and I learned that there is a very real physical limitation to how often you can shake your remote. I didn't give up hope though, and I learned that by dashing at the start, and then timing your jumps impeccably well, you can make it to the top. This next room is filled to the brim with enemies, and is almost like a maze with no room for error. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it out of this one, and I spent no less than an hour trying to beat it. This part at the end here was literally driving me insane. If there's anything the Wii Remote is bad at, it's consistency. But I knew that every time I failed, I had to clamber my way back to the end and give it another shot.
Yes!
I was almost done and I was looking forward to completing this chapter. But there was just one last thing to take care of. Unfortunately, I had one last challenge left in front of me. A consistency challenge. I sort of talked about this before, but the Wii Remote is not good at all at picking up repeat actions. It's like whoever made this level knew about me,